Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We certainly have quite a bit of drama per usual going on. We're going to talk about a couple things today. Your president is saying that the Kennedy Center is going to be closed for 2 years. Good morning to you, Halfback Gaming. So the Kennedy Center is going to be closed for 2 years. And you know why it's going to be closed for 2 years? Because nobody wants to play the Kennedy Center. That's why. That's why it's going to be closed for 2 years for renovations. Because nobody wants to come there to do a show at the Kennedy Center. They don't want to. Who wants to see Kid Rock? Nobody. At some point you get tired of seeing country artists. That shit get boring. No disrespect to country artists, but the ones we would want to see, they ain't going to perform at the Kennedy Center. You understand? So Trump has again ruined something else. Everything he touches turns to shit. Everything. Hold on, I was about to write something down and I forgot. Everything he touches turns to shit. When I saw this meme, I thought it was perfect because the real punishment is, imagine government taking you and forcing you to watch the Melania movie. Imagine that shit. You'd be like, bruh. Oh, I'm going to tell you something. By the time, even if liberals take the midterms, hey, dude, good morning. Even if they take the midterms, and even if Trump gets impeached and removed from office, y'all gonna find that a whole bunch of our money is missing. Yep. A whole bunch of money that belonged to us is just gonna disappear. It's gone. Trump stole that money. That money is never coming back. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something if you haven't paid attention to it yet, but the Republicans do not care that you lost your health care. They don't care that your communities aren't safe. They don't care that Trump is stealing. They don't care that our relationships have been ruined with nations all around the world. Republican Party does not care. They don't care. What more does it take for y'all to see they're an enemy of the state? I've been saying it from the beginning. Republican Party is an enemy of the state. They are a compromised party. They are compromised by foreign governments. Right? They have a lot to gain. He's stealing money. High voltage photo. He's stealing money. Has already stole billions of our dollars. Now, if you ask me another question matter of fact, I'm not even going to let you. If you don't know what we stole, I blocked you. I booted you. I don't talk to Americans who don't act like they don't understand what's happening. If you don't know what's happening, you shouldn't be here. You should be somewhere else. I don't know, baking cakes, getting a facelift. You should be somewhere else. Bye, Kim. I sent you too. You tried to hide in that avatar, be all the way back in the darkness. The skin tells a story. The neck tells everything. See? The neck tells everything. You can get all the special. I'm not misleading at all. You know what is misleading? You thinking that you was going to come here and I would talk to you. Bye. It's been blocked. I love blocking MAGA. Especially because they're mostly Indians. I love Donald Trump. I want to tell American public. I am from Steelworker from Pennsylvania. I love Trump. It's always the same thing. There's nothing y'all can tell us. Now, did y'all see what Caroline Levitt said about the Melania movie? I'm going to throw it up here so you can see it real quick. For those of you who've seen Star Wars, this is how bad these people lie. This is how bad they lie. More tickets than Star Wars. Hey, Kenyatta. Star Wars. Hey, Farmer Don. Star Wars, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nothing says don't believe your lying eyes like these fucking people. They lie about everything. You know who will believe it? MAGA 305. MAGA. They believe anything that they're told. Anything. Thank you, Pashala. You saw Pascal. You saw it. They lie so fucking much. So you know what I say? Since Caroline Levitt loves to lie so much, you know what somebody needs to do? Somebody in that White House press briefing room need to say they're going to ask a question and say, excuse me, Mrs. Levitt, why are you lying and saying you're pregnant? I don't think you're pregnant at all. I think you're lying. I think your belly is fake. I think you faked the whole thing. I don't think you're pregnant. I think you're just trying to be trans pregnant. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I would accuse her of lying and not really being pregnant. Yep. And she does lie with a straight face. So I would lie with a straight face too and make that bitch get me put out of there. I would make her get me put out of there. Because I would say, why are you lying and saying that you are pregnant? You don't look pregnant. You just look a little bloated. Trump says women like you look like pigs. So you kind of look like a pig, like the president says. Why are you lying and saying you're pregnant? Guarantee she gets you put out. Guarantee she put me out. Well, you're going to get out of here because you don't. Well, I'm just saying, everybody, y'all see it, don't y'all? Don't she just look a little bloated, like she had too much cheese, too much dairy? She don't look pregnant to me. We need to see a sonogram. Matter of fact, you should have to do a sonogram in this press briefing room so we can see inside your uterus to know you're really pregnant. Because I don't think you are. I don't think you're really pregnant at all. Who's to say you're really a woman? The only way you're going to get these people to change is you got to match their energy. You see what I'm saying? You got to match their energy. So I would accuse her of not being a woman, and I would accuse her of not being pregnant. I would say you need to prove it because your chin a little long. To me, if I catch you on the right profile view, I am wondering if you are a woman. I said, well, you can't tell if you can't tell by looking at me. Well, no, I can't. Because really good trans women, you can't tell by looking at them. That's the whole point. That's why I said you need to prove to me that you're a woman. That's why I don't believe you're pregnant. I believe that's a stunt stomach. That's what I believe. I believe it's just gas. So you need to have an ultrasound in here in the White House press briefing room so we can see inside your uterus. You're a woman after all. You don't have a right to body autonomy and privacy. Let us see in your body, girl. You genuinely have to approach these people and do to these people what they've done to everybody else. How does it ever change if you don't? It doesn't. None of this ever changes as long as these people are able to lie and gaslight. So you know how you stop it? By lying and gaslighting right back at them. And then they're like, at that point, they don't know what to believe. At that point, they don't know either. I'm telling you, you play their game. That's why Gavin Newsom gets under Trump's skin. He trolls harder on Trump than Trump trolls. He trolls harder than that. And why does he troll harder? Because at the end of the day, Republicans, they win in the communication department because Democrats haven't figured out how to do them too. Child, that's why I said, John, Caroline needs to prove to us she's pregnant. I don't believe her husband can make babies anymore. He's old. So, and I want her to give us proof that she didn't get IVF. Catch that part. Catch that part. Or better yet, I know the question to ask. See, this is going to get me put out. Excuse me, Miss Levitt, excuse me. Yes, I just wanted to ask, why did you get pregnant and have a baby before you got married? Isn't that a violation of, this whole family dynamic and religion and being a good Christian? Weren't you being a bad Christian by having a baby out of wedlock? Which implies that you were sharing your body before you were even married to your husband. That's when she be up there. That is not what happened. Well, actually it is. Let's roll the beam footage. Actually, your baby, Nico, is this age and you were married at this point. So you got pregnant and had that baby before you got married. And is it any reason why your husband's 30 years older than you? Were you incapable of finding any men in your age group? She gonna put me out. I already know. She gonna put me out. But that's the whole point. Have them put you out. The question's already been asked. See, when it's on live TV, it's already been asked. You can't unask the question, right? It's already out there. So at that point, hey, all she can do is react the way that she wants to react. That's all she can do. But the question is already out there. And then and you know how Americans are. All they got to do is hear it. So then they're going to go to Google. And then they start asking questions. That's all. All you got to do is put it out there. Don't believe me? Look at Candace right now with Erica Kirk. Even though Candace going to lose that fight. We'll talk about that in a little while. But Candace is going to lose that fight with Erica Kirk. She will not win. I guarantee you cash money. She will lose that fight. And let me tell you why? Because she's black. That's why she's going to lose that fight. She keeps forgetting she's black. I don't know why. Candace keeps trying to act like she's trans-Caucasian. You're not, beloved. You're black. She blackity black. She not mixed with nothing else. She just like me. She just black on black. But she keep talking like she got the complexion for the protection. They gonna eat her ass up. Now, before we keep going, I want to send a special shout out to Pick Me Minaj. Did y'all see her online this weekend? Did y'all see Pick Me Minaj online this weekend? Talking about her gold card that she got from the White House. Can I tell you the funniest part of that shit? Was she's on X. I got this. I got my card and I got my citizenship. I loved how the White House then went on X and said, oh, it's just a souvenir. It's just a memento. And then after they said that, she goes, they're processing the paperwork right now. The president's so awesome. Listen, can I tell you how much I love how they're playing in her fucking face? Can I tell you how much I love how they're playing in her face? Duh. That's what the fuck she get. Can I be honest? She proved she's an immigrant because she got like a lot of other immigrants who voted for Trump. When he said mass deportation, they thought they were immune. Yeah, listen, I'm sick of Nikki too, but see, I've been sick of Nikki for years. Long before now. Y'all should have been sick of her when she was threatening the victim, her husband's victim, when she was putting money on her brother's books, and she been already had issues with PDFs. Okay? She hardcore into misogyny. Oh, 50 Cent put out listen, I saw that Nikki tried to come for 50 Cent, and you know what I said? Usually I'm really not a fan of 50 being petty, but this is one of those times I'll allow it, because I don't think she understands what den she's walking into. I don't think she's understanding, because 50 the type of motherfucker, he a different league of petty. He the type of dude, 50 Cent is why we know Tia Kemp. Catch that part. 50 Cent is why we know Tia Kemp. Because 50 went and got Tia. so that Tia could get on Rick Ross' ass. Back when Ricky Rose was all over the place in the beginning. And having, you know, him and 50 was going back and forth. So 50 went and got his baby mama and essentially exposed her to us. And ever since we met Tia been soaring. Because Tia can't be kept down. I love me. I was watching her yesterday, laughing my ass off. But Nikki is going to learn a lesson about fucking with 50 Cent. Okay? Now, I saw how Nikki also tried to pull Sexy Red into the shit. She's trying to pull everybody in with her. You know why? Because she's catching that heat all by herself. So because she's catching that heat by herself, she's trying to find anybody she can pull into her shit with her. No, girl. You love Trump. Love him by yourself. You just ain't gonna never sell another album to no black folks. Maybe some Nigerians will buy it, because y'all notice on the internet how the Nigerians are all like, we love Nikki, we love Nikki. Nobody gives a fuck. You're in Nigeria. Bring her there. Tell Nikki to come move to Nigeria. I guarantee she won't come. I guarantee it. Because she don't give a fuck about y'all either. She was just pandering. So anytime I see the Nigerians online, we love Nicki Minaj. Shut up. Shut up. But 50 is the wrong person to beef with. But good. I want her to step in it. I want her to keep on stepping in it. Oh, step and fetch it ass. Now, I'm going to read 50's statement, right? This is a statement he said about a week ago. He said, it's important for me not to make the film about religion and make it about entertainment. Because he's working on some stuff. So he said, immediately subtext is strong. It's there. He's talking about a project that he had. I wanted to promote the project as something that everybody needs to see. He said there are two things they tell you to stay away from. They tell you to stay away from religion and stay away from politics, because no matter what you think, someone passionately disagrees with you. I stay away from those things. That's how Kanye fucked up. Then Nicki said some shit. It feels real crazy. It feels crazy, but it is very accurate. But don't forget, 50 also endorsed Trump for a hot second. So 50 only trying to flip it and script it because he caught smoke too from black folks being like, man, fuck you. The only ones that wasn't was what did I say before? Conservatism brings out, conservative men love authoritarians. I'm going to just say it like that. Conservative men love authoritarians. They love to worship them like girls. They're like women when it comes to authoritarians. Oh, daddy, I wish I could be you. That's conservative men, right? Now, they try to pretend that they're tough when in actuality, it's everything but that. There's some attraction to authoritarian figures. And I figure that a lot of conservative men got daddy issues. Catch that part. Catch that part. Okay. Now, did y'all see the stuff this weekend with the Oval Office? They were having something in the Oval Office, and then the people behind Trump started smelling stuff. And some of the media started leaving the room. They claim he pooped his pants. Listen. I don't know what RFK Jr. was doing behind him, but RFK was like, and listen, he already be that worm, when that worm be moving through RFK Jr. brain, he already be moving around a lot. But it's like, I mean, they were looking like, ugh. Okay? It was a stench of something. It was some backwind somewhere, hitting somewhere. Okay? I don't know what it was, but the president, it was smelling a little funny back there. Now, can I say, I want to go back to something real quick, because I don't know if I mentioned the Grammys. I want to go back and say, shout out to those artists who were not afraid to say the quiet part out loud last night. Shout out to them for doing that, because they could have easily not spoke up about what's happening, but they chose to speak up and not pretend that what is happening isn't happening. They didn't do that. And you say, they say he's been incontinent since the late 90s. I wouldn't doubt it. Listen, if you eat McDonald's every day, all day, shit, your asshole is whistling all day. Listen, it's no fucking way you're eating McDonald's all fucking day. It's no fucking way. And you ain't, and that asshole not whistling all day. It's no way. It's impossible. So he'd have to have loose bowels by now. It's impossible. McDonald's run right through you as you get older, and he older than all of us. I'm not on Upscrolled. Is Upscrolled an app? Never heard of it. Oh, yeah. I never heard of it before. I'm going to check that out, because I had never heard of Upscrolled. I've been looking for new apps, because TikTok ain't the same. It's just not. It's not. TikTok is not the same app that it was just last January. It is not the same app. It's not the same. It ain't been the same for real ever since Congress did that bullshit claiming that TikTok was a threat to national security, when the real threat to national security was Republicans. It's because you were on this app learning shit. And because you were on this app learning things, you were on this app getting knowledge, you were on this app learning that your country is not what they pretend that it is. Your government decided to say, oh, that app is unsafe. We got to block that. They don't mind if you get Facebook. They don't mind if you have Instagram or Twitter. They don't mind none of that shit, because the bots are there to keep you redirected. See what I'm saying? Oh, a lot more MAGA shit is being pushed, and that's not an accident. That's called indoctrination. That's what that's called. They want you to be like this. Hold on, I'm going to show you. Because I saw this morning, and I was like, they want you to be like that. That's how they want you to be. They want you to be just like MAGA. They want you to be bootlickers. Notice how MAGA went from pushing back from government to laying right in bed with the shit and saying, just do what government say. Don't fight it. If you don't fight it, you ain't got no problems. I was on Reddit this morning, and I saw some immigrant guy came up. He said, I'm going to say something unpopular. I am against illegal immigration. I was a legal immigrant, and I had no problem. So I came in and said, well, I'm against legal immigration. You should have never been let in. You're not special because you follow the process. I don't agree with you getting in. Like the fuck? As if you special because somehow, some way, you came in through some program. You still not an American citizen. Look at me. I want to do that. Hey, thank y'all. You still not an American citizen. But I'm so sick of hearing that bullshit from immigrants. Well, I'm legal. Guess what? The people who don't want immigrants here don't give a fuck if you're legal or not. Dummy. It's like, wake up. In your quest to pretend that you're better than the immigrant that came in through illegal means or either overstayed their visa or whatever, you're no better. They're picking up the legal ones too. I'm like, wake up. Now, I do want to give y'all some news on something. Y'all remember about the little boy with the hat, and he was picked up, and he was taken, this little baby here. Well, he is back at home. Yep. Him and his dad are back at home. So again, proving if the government released this child and released the father, then they were never here illegally. They just got snatched because they were Hispanic. That is racism. That's racism. And America got to start dealing with this racism. Oh, we're going to show that this morning, Russ, in Patreon. I saw the thing with the woman getting cut off by ICE. They out here acting like gangsters. Yeah, that kid is traumatized forever. He will never trust government. He will never trust positions of authority. And those of you who've been in the Patreon, I played the video for you of the person outside of the detention facility where the kids are being kept. All you hear is screaming and crying. All you hear is screaming and crying. I'm just not sure when folks are going to wake up to the fact that America, none of this was ever about legal immigration. I said it from the beginning. That shit was racism. That shit was racism. They were concerned about you, about minorities, about brown and black folks being the majority. All the while they also tell you ain't no racism. Because if it ain't no racism, why you don't want to be the minority? You say the sad part is his family will probably vote the same. Probably. You're right. That's one of the reasons why I say stop all immigration. Yep. Because we do have a problem with immigration in America. You say, I saw the people in LA giving ICE hell and I clapped. But I'm telling y'all, my mindset is for a while, America needs to stop all immigration. Yep. Because America does need to look at immigration differently. Why? You got too many immigrants coming here and they're getting in bed with the worst of this country. That means there's a problem with immigration. There's a problem. There is a problem with immigration and it needs to be resolved. Yep. Oh, you said the facility is worse because of the Patriot Pox. Ain't surprised. None of this stuff, okay. Nothing surprises me at this point. Nothing. Now, I saw something this morning. I want to tell y'all about it. Do y'all know how many jobs have been lost in 2026? Not 2025. 2026. How many jobs America has lost? And we're going to talk about that Democrat winning that that seat in Texas. And we're going to talk about these Epstein files before I wrap up this moment. About the people in them files. See, again, there's a reason why rich people been paying so much money. Putting so much money behind Trump. Now, we've lost over 600,000 jobs in America since January. Just this year. I'm sorry, in the month of January. I'm not even counting February. In the month of January, America has lost over 600,000 jobs. I don't know. I haven't heard that ICE will be near those voting centers during the midterms. I've heard people talk about it's expected that it will happen. The administration hasn't said anything yet, but I don't put nothing past them. No, it's not 100K. We've lost over 600,000 jobs since just in January. Just in January. I'm going to read it right here. The U.S. labor market, because now listen, companies are saying they're in their efficiency era. Do you know what that means when a company, because I'm going to do a video on this today. You know what it means when a company says they're in their efficiency era? You know what that means? That means we are looking for ways to save money, and the first way we do it is getting rid of people. See, AI is not really the primary reason why these companies are doing all these layoffs. It's not really AI. They're hiding behind AI because it ain't AI per se, right? AI, some of it, but that's not the primary reason why folks are losing their jobs, right? Yep. Say it again, John Luke. AI ain't that good yet. Those rich people are fucking lying, right? Heidi, what are you doing? You up to no good. Behave. Right? What it is it's a combination of AI. It's a combination of them just restructuring, and restructuring is layoffs so they can have more money, right? Because people cost money. Or let me say this. I'm going to be clear. Americans cost money because they're still doing H-1B visas. So while Trump is doing that little hand magic, pretending that they're stopping immigration, they're still doing H-1B visas. You know why? Because H-1B visas are the new slave class. That's the slave class. See? They get them here on work visas and work them like slaves. Put them in high-tech jobs for low wages so they don't have to pay Americans those wages, right? Right? That's really the goal. That's also why they took your health care, in hopes that you'll make babies that you can't afford, and then your babies be so desperate they'll take any low-wage job they can get. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. It's really designed to get your children. They either gonna get your children in the military, prison, or a low-wage job. Those are the three places that they end up, right? Those are the three places that they end up. Something gotta give, y'all. Hold on, I'm checking something. Okay. Now, remember how Trump talk all this shit about immigration? I want y'all to listen to this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shauna. Yeah, this was good. Good morning to you. In 2025, right? We have had a 38.6% drop in registration. However, there were 135,137 H-1B visa registrations last year. Just last year. And quiet as kept, actually, I was wrong. There was a total of 479,953 registrations were submitted for 442,000 unique beneficiaries, right? So companies are still, they're still getting their slave workers. They're still getting their slave workers because they know they can. Because now the Trump administration is charging $100,000 to get an H-1B visa for a foreign worker. Imagine if you're a worker, you only make $60,000 a year. So your company that you work for will lay your ass off, but then they'll pay $100,000 to bring in an H-1B visa worker. Your job market has changed. The rich people, the oligarch class, have decided, fuck you and your job. I'm going to get H-1B visa workers into that gig, or I'm going to try to find some other way. I'm going to have one person doing 3-4 jobs. This is about rich people being fucking greedy, y'all. This is about rich people being greedy and feeling like they're entitled to every fraction and portion of our lives. Something gotta give. They say, I'm gonna tell y'all the top technology companies that dominated, I didn't mean to click that one, that dominated the H-1B visa list in 2025. Keep in mind, right? Y'all need to listen, because it's not that the money's not there to pay you. They don't want to. I need y'all to understand what's happening. Close this. I don't need that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's see. So the top companies are Amazon is number 1, of course, followed by Meta, number 2. And Amazon last year had 4,644 H-1B visas come in that they sponsored at $100,000 a pop. But then Amazon will say, we got to keep raising prices because the cost of doing business. Yeah, it's expensive to bring in that talent. A lot of times more expensive than hiring an American worker. Wonder why they want to do that instead. Number 2, Meta. Meta bought in 1,500. Number 3, Microsoft. Number 4, Google. Number 5, TCS. And number 6, because those of you mentioned it, T's, is Apple. Number 7 is Goldman Sachs. Listen to the names. Don't these names sound real familiar? Because they hang around the White House a lot. Number 8, Cognizant. Number 9, Ernst & Young. Number 10, Intel. Number 11, NVIDIA. Number 12, JP Morgan Chase. Number 13, IBM. Number 14, Oracle. Number 15, ByteDance. Number 16, Deloitte. Number 17, TikTok. Number 18, Capgemini. Number 19, LTI Mindtree. They just bringing in their foreign workers. They don't care. And keep in mind, this is the first time in history 4 U.S. technology companies have held the top 4 spots for approvals for H-1B visas. Pay attention. Yeah, it's indentured servitude, but that's what those rich people want. That's what they want. They won't pay you because you won't be a slave. See, you'll say, no, I'm not doing that shit. You'll refuse. But H-1B visas, they don't have as many rights as you do. Of course they'll pay the fine, John, because it's nothing but money. They got that. And if they got fines, then they'll just raise the prices on their services or products to recoup the money they had to pay for those fines. Y'all, rich people have ruined society. They have ruined America. Rich people, because they're greedy. They're greedy. And that's why they have ruined America. They're extremely greedy. Now they say H-1B petitions for continuing employment include extensions of stay with the same employer, amended positions, and a change of employer. In fiscal year 2025, Amazon had the most approved petitions for continuing employment with 14,532. Remember, the number I read to you before, the 4,644 were just new applications. That didn't have anything to do with the renewals. That had nothing to do with the renewals. Amazon is essentially turning into a company full of H-1B visa workers on American soil, while Jeff Bezos don't really hardly pay no taxes. Y'all see how evil fucking rich people are? Y'all see how evil they are? That's how greedy they are. And selfish. They will exploit multiple groups of people. So Amazon renewed 14,000 visas. TCS did 5,293. Microsoft had 4,863. And Meta had 4,740. And Apple had 4,610. And Google had 4,500. Exactly. Ain't no America first. That's a lie. Rich people love for Trump to say that shit because these rich companies are not hiring America first. They're using foreign workers through H-1B visa programs. And that's how they're pushing you out of your job. And it's not like these H-1B visa workers are costing them more than they cost you. They're just easier to control. Y'all gonna learn. Corporations own America now. America is owned by corporations. It is no longer owned by the people. You gave it away to corporations. Wow. I didn't even know this till I started looking. That is interesting. And again, if you're bringing somebody in through an H-1B visa program, they are a high-skilled worker. They are a high-skilled worker. You're not bringing them in just for shits and giggles. You're bringing them in because they have specialized fucking skills. And for every one of them that you bring in, that's an American you don't bring in. For everyone. And y'all wonder why people have a hard time getting a job. I told you, I'm a federal employee that lost my job. I've had one interview. Still no job. I got up early this morning to apply for jobs. Still no job. Still no unemployment. Still no severance. Y'all gonna learn. We got fucked. We got fucked. Okay? Big time. Y'all gonna learn. America screwed the American public over. And while they're doing it, they're telling you, oh, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. Oh, it's bad. Everything is bad. Okay? It's bad. Now, y'all, I know I forgot to show y'all something. I saw this and I forgot to put that up. When I had saw this shit, I was like, hey, yo, I had forgot about that because it's giving mom. How she acting right now is totally giving mom. It was one time she used to be invited to those events. She used to be a part of the Grammys. Now she's a pariah and don't nobody want to kick it with her. I wonder why. I wonder why. Look, I'm up early this morning and somebody trying to scam and get in, trying to get into my Facebook. I'm like, you tried it, okay. Hold on, I saw something and I'm like, listen, I don't know. I know we're supposed to be getting like wind and a little bit of another storm. Listen, for those people that got impacted by this storm that just happened on the East Coast, I want to be clear about something. It wasn't a snowstorm. You got ice, okay? It was snow, but then it turned into ice. I keep seeing people say, why governments don't hurry up and get this dealt with? Maybe because it ain't snow. It's fucking ice. How's the horse? I still see him there. I'm going to call back again today. He has food. I can tell somebody's been there. Like I can see that like somebody's driven over there, but I still, for the life of me, don't know. I don't know why they haven't taken the horse. You're heading back to your other account, Maribel? Okay. And then I'm going to tell y'all something I did last week on TikTok so y'all don't be like me. And when I'm wrapping up today, so you don't make the same mistake I did. Oh, thank you so much, Maribel, because I made a huge mistake last week on TikTok. And I'm going to put it like this. I pulled myself out of the Creative Rewards program and didn't even realize it. And I'm going to explain that to y'all towards the end of this. I was like, what? Because TikTok don't always explain everything well. So I will explain what happened to me, because I don't get paid on my videos from TikTok. And quiet as kept, I made more money off of TikTok last month than I did on TikTok. But that's a whole nother conversation. I told y'all to sign up for Drumbeat. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all. I've made $900 now at Drumbeat. Now y'all can keep playing around and keep acting like you basically get paid for your videos on other platforms. You did apply, Miss Shannon, good. It'll take them a minute to approve you, but once you get approved, you good. Just put in that application and just, because I didn't get approved right away. It's hellodrumbeat.com. That's where you're going to go, Kenyatta. hellodrumbeat.com. Okay, Maribel, I'll take a look at it. I just been overwhelmed like crazy. I've been overwhelmed trying to, and listen, don't forget, this Wednesday, we have a new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast. This Wednesday, I'm talking about how expensive it is to be an American. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because I saw this story this weekend. Let me find it. I saw it and I was like, I know you fucking lying, but I know it's not a lie. I know that it's true. Y'all see that? I saw this shit. I said, $1,000 on a fucking car before you even do any maintenance. Yeah. Not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that. I'm like, what? That is now the new normal. $1,000 car note. And I complained about a $200 car note. Somewhere along the way, America lost the fucking plot. You got $1,000 car notes, $20,000 property tax bills, $500,000 homes, $2,000 cell phones, $1,000 TVs. Just think about it as I'm saying this shit out loud. What? We lost the fucking plot. Yeah, you're right. And $1,000 student loans too. Listen, Anthony, I said the same thing when I saw this article. I said, my punk ass was complaining about $400. I thought $400 was expensive when I had a car note. They're paying $1,000 like it's a Tuesday. Like it's just, That's crazy work. That's crazy work. And I'm about to check something. I want to check something. Because I asked how many Americans are paying $1,000 a month or more on a car note. They said a record 20.3% of consumers who financed a new car in the fourth quarter of 2025 have agreed to monthly payments of $1,000 or more. Insane. What? That's on top of insurance. That's on top of maintenance. That's on top of gas. I have a question. What the fuck do these people do for a living? Okay, I'm going to check that to see about the infrastructure. What do these people do for a living? That's what I want to know. What do they do for a living? You say something strange. Obviously, they ain't doing enough of it. Because that's a lot of fucking money. Okay, I looked it up because y'all wanted to know the interest involved. So for $1,000 a month car payment, these people tend to be financing anywhere, if it's a prime loan, anywhere between 4.88 and 9.77. But if it's a subprime loan, their interest rate is anywhere between 13.34% to 1,900%. And they say $1,000 payment often covers a $50,000 to $60,000 loan over 60 to 72 months. That's insane. First of all, one of the reasons why is the price of cars has gone up. I told y'all some months back, like on average, your base starter car is like $50,000. For a car, I have never bought a $50,000 car in my life. And I made great money. Well, when I had a job, and I still never bought a $50,000 car. What? I'm going to put some more wood in here. What? A $50,000 car. And these are basic cars at that. $50,000 cars now are not luxury now. That's your base car. Your luxury cars now are like 100, close to 100,000 now. You couldn't pay me to buy a fucking car. Shit. Let me tell you something. My ass will be out there working on that car like y'all. Okay, y'all remember Malcolm and Eddie, that TV show Malcolm and Eddie? Shit. I'd have been Eddie. I'd have been out there like Eddie and shit. Huh. And I don't know a damn thing about working on cars. I don't know a damn thing about working on cars. But let me tell you, after a couple months, I'm gonna be like my girl from My Cousin Vinny. I used to work in my father's garage. I switched tires, rebuilt a couple trannies. That would be me, literally. When you start talking crazy shit like that, I'm out. Yeah, Americans are paying $1,000 a month for car payments. Somewhere along the line, folks, we lost the plot. You should not be paying it. How are people affording this? How are people affording $1,000 a month car note, $2,000 a month grocery bill? Like I said, car insurance, property taxes, childcare bills, healthcare premiums. cell phone bills, cell phones, clothing. Like, how are people affording all of this? You said your AC compressor went out, the shop wanted $3,700, you did it for $300. I know that's right. How are people doing all of this? How? That is the part that confuses me more than anything. I don't understand how they're doing it. I'm like, what? Now I understand why repossessions are at an all-time high. Yeah, some of it's credit card debt, but this the T. You can't pay no car note with no credit card. They can buy groceries with their credit card and do all that, but they can't pay no car note with no credit card. They can't pay no mortgage with no credit card. You saw people doing DoorDash with children in the car. Oh my God. You say your HVAC sales guys make 300. Wait a minute. Hold up. Maybe I need to get into HVAC sales. I don't know shit about HVAC, but I will learn it. No disrespect. 300,000. I'm like, wait a minute. Listen, this is why, Sonia, I said people got to do co-ops. And being off the grid is cool, but let me tell you something. If too many black people get together and get off the grid, I guarantee government come and fuck with us. Guaranteed. Quiet as kept, white people off the grid, government gonna fuck with you. Because government don't want you off the grid. Government wants you on the grid so they can keep getting your money and sucking you dry like a vampire. That's just the bottom line. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you try to be off the grid, the system will attempt to destroy you. They don't want you off the grid. They want you to pay taxes so that your tax money keeps getting funneled to rich people. What we all are watching is the oligarch class ruin the country systematically. That's what we're watching. That is what we're watching. We're watching it get ruined systematically. And that's even more crazy. I don't buy that. So I'm not touching that. Yep, and they want to funnel the money. You ain't never lied about that part. Now, I want to talk to y'all, but before we wrap up this morning, we got to talk about something about the Epstein files. We've got to talk about the Epstein files and different names and people. Hold on. Put this here for now. So let me read off some of the things that we found. Trump is listed 1,000+ times in the Epstein files, and that's even after they did redactions. He's listed over 1,000 times. And the files show that he rode on Epstein's jet to the island at least 8 times. At least 8 times. Okay? At least. Peter Thiel is in the documents. Now, Bill Gates was mentioned. Can I be honest? I don't think Bill was doing what they was doing, but I could be wrong. But he was mentioned. Andrew Farkas, the New York real estate guy, he was in it. He's in the files. Elon Musk is in the files, and Elon Musk claimed he never been to the island, but the files show he did visit the island. You know, Richard Branson, he joked about Epstein's harem. See, they thought this shit was funny. Steve Tisch, the owner of the New York Giants, in the files. Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, said that he was going to cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein, but then had private lunches with Jeffrey Epstein on Epstein Island. The new Federal Reserve chair that Trump nominated to take over after Jerome Powell, he's in the files. He's in the files. And guess who else? I don't know if you noticed this little face right here. The director, Brett Ratner. Yeah, you know who wasn't in the files? Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. I told y'all it's no coincidence. It's looking like one of the reasons why rich people wanted Trump back in office was to hide those files. It was about hiding those files and keeping us from knowing who is really doing what. That's what it was about. That's what it was about the entire time. It was money too, but it was also about keeping us from knowing who's doing what. Oh, and I just want to tell y'all something. While we were worried about the Epstein files this weekend, Trump sent another $6 billion to Israel. See, he loves a good distraction. He loves a good distraction. OG Ken, what you mean, Jay-Z? What about Jay-Z? Jay-Z wasn't in them files. You know why people bring up Jay-Z? Because Nicki Minaj. Nicki mad, and Nicki got a lot of... the Nicki crew got a lot of bots online, courtesy of the Trump administration. But I told y'all, I'm waiting for Beyonce's new album to come out and chin check Nicki. And dare Nicki to try to do something. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful day. I'm glad she crashed out yesterday, stupid bitch. I'm glad she did. Honestly, I'm glad that she was bragging on having that card and how the Trump administration got online and said, oh, it's just a memento. Like, bitch, calm down. You ain't give us no shmoney. So, bitch, we ain't give you no citizenship. I mean, we like you pushing our agenda and everything. You know, we like you pushing our agenda and everything, but you ain't give no shmoney. You got to pay. Like, we charge for these types of shits. We don't give them away for free. And I told y'all she didn't pay no money because she ain't got none. She ain't got none. And quiet as kept, Nicki ain't enough. She don't have enough star power for Trump to give her anything for free but time. He don't mind wasting his time with her. Oh, they are funding our money to other countries, in my humble opinion. But the president, he bypassed Congress and he gave $6 billion in arms sales to Israel, including tactical vehicles, helicopters. And it's a violation of Congress is supposed to do that. But Trump said, fuck Congress. And quiet as kept, I don't blame him. Conservatives ain't doing shit. This is why I said, why have Congress? We're paying them for nothing. They not even doing shit. Republicans don't do nothing. So when midterms come, make sure you vote their ass out. They not working no way. They need to go find regular fucking jobs because they refuse to work for us. They refuse to work for us. Absolutely. Congress is fucking useless. Real talk. Ciao. And then on Fox News, y'all gotta love this. They said, I believe the words like compassion, empathy, inclusion, and love have been weaponized against us. Question, how does one weaponize words like compassion, empathy, inclusion, and love? How do you weaponize that? by pointing out that the other side is everything but that. How they fake Christians, how they hate everybody that don't align with their thought processes and beliefs. She just saying the quiet part out loud, that's all. Right, Days, I'm looking right at it. She literally said, I believe that words like compassion, empathy, inclusion, and love have been weaponized against us. How the fuck would you weaponize that? How? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. It don't make sense to somebody who read books. Now, if you don't read books and you ain't got good education, it probably doesn't make sense to you. I mean, it probably makes sense to you. But for those of us who read books, we go, that shit don't make no sense. Conservatives don't believe in any of that. Conservatives don't believe in empathy, compassion, inclusion, love. They believe in domination, control, gaslighting, propaganda, and lies. That's what they believe in. And I'm just looking at this and I'm going, wow. Wow. Nothing surprises me anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because we are not the reason why conservatives lack any of those things. You're choosing to buy up paper copies. Yeah, buy up history. That's a good idea, Miss Shannon. Buy as much historical stuff as you can, because they're changing what history is. They're changing what history is. And the question is, will your children even understand it? Like, I'm going to show you something else that's coming. You can't read all of it, but it's a little flyer of something. Your government is now trying to replace government with religion. I mean, replace religion with government. They're trying to say government is now about morality. See? And I've said for decades, you cannot legislate morality. You can't. You can't make people be good people. You can't. If you could, Republicans would be good people. But they're not. What they want to do is infuse religion into your government and then use your government to force you to live the way they want you to live. All the while, the people in charge of government don't live that way at all. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Sincerely, pay attention, y'all. There's a hardcore game that conservatives are playing, and until the rest of America starts playing the same game, nothing's gonna happen. Now, y'all know government shut down, right? I should have mentioned that early on. Y'all know we didn't get to a deal, and with so much happening, let me see. And with so much happening, because it's like a partial shutdown, right? But you still got to get the House on board, the House and Senate together to come to an agreement. But Republicans love when it's shut down, and Democrats better not cave. I'm not sure how many times it's been, but Donald Trump has the most shutdowns under his tenure between the first and the second term. No, the government has never been shut down so much, except when conservatives are in charge. When conservatives are in charge, they don't want government to work. And that's just the truth. When they are in charge, they do not want government to work. And that's a fact. They don't want government. When they are in charge, they love the dysfunction of government, because the dysfunction of government means they get to do whatever they want to do. Yep, and they want people to lose faith in government. I think it behooves all of us to be honest about where we are in this. Post-Trump, the country's still going to be fucked, because I told y'all it's easier to break things than it is to fix them. I told you. I told you. I told you. Real talk. Something's got to give. I'm just looking to see if I see anything else. Now, do y'all remember when Kash Patel went and he testified in front of Congress about the Epstein files? Y'all remember that? Let's go back on something real quick. Do y'all remember that? Do you also remember that Kash Patel said that there's no credible evidence that Epstein trafficked anybody? So what files was Kash Patel looking at? Because the files that we have access to shows that he was. So what is Kash Patel talking about? What was he talking about then? And Congress needs to bring his ass back up on the hill and say, well, now that we have these files, we know that's not true. So why would you say such a thing? Make him clarify. Put him on record. Make him clarify. Oh, and guess what I just found, y'all? I think Marco Rubio days might be numbered in the Trump administration. Get this shit, y'all. Why did Epstein write an email to a friend saying that the original funder of the Steele dossier, guess who it was? He said the original funder of the Steele dossier was Marco Rubio. I figured it was Republicans. I figured it was. Because Republicans did not want Trump to run. I figured it was. They wanted Trump out of the way because they wanted that job after Obama. They didn't want Trump to come into town and get that shit. Marco fucking Rubio. Little Marco. Little Marco was the person. Wow. Wow. And Jeffrey Epstein said that. So if Lil Marco decides to step down, we'll know why. Because that was also a part of the dump. I'm just like, wow. Wow. Okay. And then the last thing I want to say this morning, did y'all see the information about the two people that pew-pewed Alex Peretti, that they've been identified? Did y'all see that? Did you see that those two people that unalived Alex Peretti have been identified? Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Okay, well, let me tell you who they are. One guy is named Jesus Ocha, and the other guy is Raimundo Gutierrez. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Two Hispanic men unalived a straight white male that was illegally registered owner of what he had on it that he never pulled out. Now, I don't know what MAGA's going to do with this. Because now it's all messed up. Right? Because at first they were saying, comply, comply. Now it's like, wait a minute. Hold up. What do they do now? Right? They don't know what to do with it. What do they do now? I told y'all, I've been telling y'all from the very fucking beginning that a lot of immigrants come here and they get white adjacent. Zoe, beloved, no one's being doxxed. I found this online. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out. Nobody cares. Since when y'all care about anybody being protected? Stop the cap. Now, Congress is trying to pass a law that will force ICE not to wear masks. DHS is saying, listen, if you pass this and they can't wear masks, we stand to lose 80% of the people that we've hired because they're afraid if they can't operate with anonymity, people will hold them accountable for what they've done. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, we are groomed to glorify the colonizers. That's why I look at Black MAGA funny. That's why I look at Hispanic MAGA funny. That's why I look at them funny. You in bed with your oppressor and you wondering why your ass still getting oppressed. You gotta get out of bed with the oppressor. You got to get out of bed with your oppressor. Because if you don't get out of bed with that oppressor, they just gonna keep leaning on you. And keep leaning on you. And keep leaning on you. And keep leaning on you. Tony put the rest in here. So my question about the two Hispanic men that took Alex Peretti's life, are they American citizens? Were they born here? And if that's the case, how come they not getting snatched up? Because they're Hispanic too. Because they snatching up legal Hispanics too that are born here, that are citizens. That's why I asked the question. I told y'all it was going to be a lot of people in that group who are just like them. But this the T. They going to feel like they better than the people that they snatching up. Oh, look, somebody got mad at my live. So they reported my live, so I have a restriction for 10 minutes. Y'all see why I've been looking for a newer platform? No disrespect to TikTok, but TikTok not the same. And the powers that be and rich people and bots, they love spreading bullshit. They do. They love spreading bullshit. Because bullshit gonna keep you it's gonna keep you oppressed. Real talk. Well, they report when I tell the truth. They report when I don't let them come in here and spew shit. I don't have to. But if you go to a MAGA live, I bet you they never catch a restriction. Just letting y'all know. Now, if I got on this live and I was hateful, racist, misogynist, oh, not only would I not catch any strikes, TikTok will promote my live. It would promote it because look at me causing division and it's going to keep you on the app with me hating things. But when I give you information that might piss you off and open up your eyes and you get upset, you can report it and nothing happens. You feel me? And nothing happens. Hold up, I'm gonna see something. Yeah, and it doesn't even let me. Yeah, it don't even let me. I can't even. What do you call it? Appeal it. You say your other account was censored. I believe it. I believe it. TikTok got a lot of shit with it. Now, I want to let y'all know. Remember, I kept talking with y'all about my website. I did revamp my website. It is available. You can check it out because I also do some written commentary on there now too. I'm like, I told y'all at some point we're going to have to start getting back to the way things were in the 90s and the early 2000s. These oligarchs that own these social media platforms, they pick the winners and they pick the losers. I'm on Substack. I'm posting over there today because I haven't posted on Substack in a second. But it's the same thing. While I'll be over there, I'm not gonna take my shoes off. I'm gonna give y'all a great example. Now, remember I told y'all I got merch and stuff like that. So I decided to apply to the TikTok shop because I was like, I'm gonna see if I can sell my own stuff in there. What I didn't understand is if I tried to sell my own stuff on TikTok, I can't do any other monetization on TikTok. Catch that part, because they consider you a business at that point. And if you're a business, you're not allowed to monetize on your account on TikTok, right? Okay. So I said, okay. Now this was before I knew I couldn't monetize anymore if I did it. But I said, I'll just put my merch in my storefront here on TikTok and I'll just promote it. Well, I went and put up, y'all know that shirt I have. I bake my own bread, but I don't trust the government. Soon as I created it, TikTok gave me a strike for that in the shop and then shut it down. Said, no, you can't put stuff like that in there. I've seen plenty of political stuff sold on TikTok shop, but I couldn't say that. So I shut the whole shop down. I said, fuck it. I won't sell shit on TikTok. I'll promote stuff that I buy from TikTok shop, but I'm not going to sell my shit on TikTok because I'm not going to let TikTok censor me. Yeah, it really happened, Carla. So I just got rid of the whole thing. When you go to my profile, now you're going to see my, what do you call it? Your TikTok shop list of products and stuff. Now you'll see that back again. That's stuff that anybody can buy on TikTok because I took myself out of it. I withdrew myself. I said, fuck it, shut it down. You can have it. You're not going to tell me I can't sell a shirt that says I bake my own bread, but I don't trust the government. But then somebody else can sell Trump shirts saying stolen election, which is a lie. Okay. So I shut it down. So I went back to regular TikTok shop. And on top of that, they pulled me out of the Creative Rewards program. You gotta love it. Truth is expensive. I guess if I just made cat videos and dog videos. Yep, and they kept my money. So any money I made last month, that money gone. I don't know what happened to it. It's just gone. So whatever money I made last month, that money's gone. I don't know where it is. It ain't in my balance nowhere. It's gone because they took me out. Yep, no Grammy for me. So be mindful with TikTok, folks, especially if you own a business. Okay? Be mindful. I don't like to be censored because I already censor myself. I don't say half of the shit I be thinking. I don't say half of it. But a t-shirt is political. That was too political to put in the okay. All right. I learned a lesson this weekend. Yep. I'm just gonna do my uncensored shit on Patreon, and I'll put my videos in other little places here or there. But ultimately, Patreon gives me the autonomy and the freedom. Yeah, Etsy censors, they censor a lot on Etsy. I know that. I learned that back during the pandemic. They censor a lot. Because again, y'all, what did I tell you? It all goes back to their shareholders. Everybody's doing everything for their shareholders. Yep, they took my Creative Awards money. The only money they didn't take from me, my TikTok shop money's still there. The live money I make, but the money, now luckily for me, last month on TikTok, I made almost $500. It wasn't even $500. So it's like, all right, cool. It's cool. Would they say note taken? You just pivot. No, I can't cash it out because I can't even see it anymore, Miss Grumpy. Can't even see it. So there's no concept to cash it out because I can't even see it. They snatch that. See? So that's why I said with the social media apps, we have to be careful now about how we navigate these apps and where we have things. So click the link in my profile, check out my website. I revamped it where it makes it easy for you to access the podcast episodes on whatever platform you want. You can easily get to the merch, the blog articles, because I'm doing written commentary. So some written commentary down because it allows me to go deeper into stuff. So just do that. Oh, you said the boss that I hated. Oh, why you retired? Oh, now they're retirement. Oh, now they're retiring. They always try to do it after you leave. Okay, Maribel. I wrote down that I got to check my email and email you back today. So I did make sure to write that down. So that's the only thing I tell y'all. Be wise. Don't be like me, honey. Because I got caught up. Or you can be like me and just do you. I'm just going to pivot and do other things. Because at the end of the day, I still got to take care of my family. I still got to pay bills. I still got to do what the fuck I need to do. And TikTok ain't going to stop that. It's just not. It's too many ways to make money on the internet to allow it to stop you, to allow it to stop me. Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp. We do need our own platform. The problem is once somebody creates a platform that's really good, all they do is turn around and sell it to people with a lot of money. And the people with a lot of money change it and fuck it all up. The whole goal is acquisition. They just want to acquire everything that's created so that way it don't really matter what you don't like. We're stuck. Yeah, I see a lot of people talk about Discord. I am a member of Discord. I just don't understand how they're doing videos and shit on Discord. I got to figure that part out. Yep. They tore up MySpace. They tore up Tumblr. Everything that we like, some investor's going to come up and buy it. And then we're right back at square one again. It happens every time. All you could do, I don't have a problem paying for Discord, but I got to figure out how they would do videos over there and stuff. You say Epic. I tried to look that up, but I spelled it wrong before. Okay, I'll look up the Epic app too after this. I was going to look up Epic and Upscrolled. And then I told y'all about, like I said, Drumbeat, they pay you for videos. So, it is what it is, man. Thank you for that, Wise Owl. I'll check them out today. I see them here, Epic. Yep, because I'm like, enough's enough. Some got to give. I'm like, I'm going to make my money, and I'm not going to let the American system of oligarchs who want to consume everything and then make it so the rest of us get pennies, the rest of us get crumbs, we get crackers. I'm tired of that. I'm just tired of it. I'm trying to go. Some of it is me going back to that old school model of how we used to make money on the internet. Yep, you had to sell your merch. You had to have blogs or whatever, and you have ads. But see, the problem with ads is Google Ads is funny. Google AdSense, because again, they got to approve the type of content. I don't want to be bothered with that shit. Honestly, I would rather just have my own merch, my own paid little memberships or whatever I have, and do something like that. Oh, no problem, Tease. I'm sorry for that. I think that you're sorry. No problem. I won't pull you up because that was an accident. Hey, Dre Day. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So that's so you'll see me, but all the platforms I am on, you can get a link to that on my website. I put them all there. I am on Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. So those are the places that I'm available for right now. But I'm just going to keep on searching till I find what or until I create what I'm looking for. Yep, because sometimes it comes down to that. Sometimes it comes down to just you have to make what you don't have. Those peach cobbler empanadas are the bomb. The chicken ones too. I only have, I got 3 peach left, and I think I have 4 chicken. That's it. And I would say after today, there won't be any of those left, Dre. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm making me some Big Deborahs today. I'm feeling. Take my money. I'm feeling like that about Big Deborah. My house and my car. For one hit of you, you can have it all, baby, baby. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like that. I just want to give her everything. I want to give Big Deborah everything. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. And Miss Grumpy said, hold on, Miss Grumpy, look up what he did in Scotland. Was it the one about taking the Russian prisoners? Because if that's the one, I talked about that, I think Friday, where he took the Russian prisoners, and I'm assuming to have leverage, well, to try to have some leverage with Russia kind of thing. Yeah, they say the U.S. removed the tanker captain from the U.K. waters as crew set to leave Scotland. Yeah, he took the 2 people from that boat. No surprise. Trump is doing whatever he wants to do because who's going to stop him from doing it? Who's going to stop him from doing it? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody's going to stop it. And Trump knows that nobody's going to stop it. And that's also one of the reasons why he's doing what he's doing, because he knows that he can. Nobody's going to do anything. You say you thought they were Scottish citizens? No, they were not Scottish citizens. No, not the people that they took. I didn't think so. Hold on, let me double check. No, these people are Russians. I thought, hold on, let me see something. Because they were in the Scottish jurisdiction. But they're not Scottish. But America, we just do whatever we want to do. We just do whatever we want to do. Did you see Clarence came up again in the Epstein file? No surprise there. Talking about Clarence Thomas? That don't surprise me. That don't surprise me. Ooh, homemade cosmic brownies. What's a cosmic brownie, Anthony? Is it those brownies with the multicolored sprinkles? Like what's that? Oh yeah, it's the one with those multicolored sprinkles. Okay. Yeah, my daughter likes those. I'll take a look at that. See what I can figure out. I eat brownies, but I don't eat them a lot. But I do eat brownies. So yeah, I'll check that out and let y'all know. And let you know what I find. Yeah. Because I tend to not like brownies with sprinkles. That's my thing. See you later, Maribel. And listen, you guys, I'm not going to do a live Uncensored show after this show this morning on Patreon. Only reason why is because there are a couple of other things I know I got to handle this morning. I got to get it done. Because when I get off this line with y'all, I got to give a call to the unemployment office. Because I'm like, hey, yo, what's up with y'all with my damn fraud claim that I put in so y'all can take that fraudulent record out of the system so I can file for my fucking unemployment. I'm still waiting. I've yet to get any traction from this group. And their whole thing was, it can take up to 21 days. How could it take up to 21 days to delete the record from the system when I never got no benefits because I didn't even file it? Doesn't make any sense. Why it would take them 21 fucking days to do that, to remove a record. But okay. All right. Listen, y'all, today, you made chocolate chip butter cake at 11 p.m. last night. Listen, you was cooking dumplings. You was cooking. You heard me. I would have loved that. But I was eating peach empanadas last night. Wishing I had whipped cream. That's what I was wishing. Yeah, and I'm telling you, our job market is everything is so turned upside down right now. So my mission now is like, I'm still applying for jobs, but ultimately looking at other ways to make money because the job market is just so fucked up. And it's fucked up bad. It's fucked up bad. So listen, I thank y'all for being here with me this morning. I appreciate you. Don't forget to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. You can find all the locations of where I am at straightfactsnofilter.com. The link is in my bio, where you can find me on all the different platforms. Tomorrow we will do an uncensored show after live. Don't forget, y'all, okay? Don't forget to listen to the new episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast this week. I love you all and I appreciate your support, okay? I really do. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Listen, thank y'all for the 61,000 likes this morning. Thank you for the over 120 shares we got this morning. I appreciate you for that. Before I wrap up, I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. I like to do this every live. Number 1, dearest Amanda, thank you so much, beautiful. Number 2, my dog is Charlie. Thank you, beautiful. Number 3, handsome Cedric. Thank you so much, Cedric. Number 4, handsome Kiera. Thank you so much, handsome. Number 5, Miss Beautiful Abby Witherfield. Thank you so much, beautiful. And a special shout out to handsome John Luke. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm going to tell you, I was struggling this morning before I got on live because I was this close to not getting on because it's like, it's so much happening and trying to struggle and navigate through all of this shit. It can be a lot. You know, so for a little bit, I was like, man, I'm just not in the mood. But it was like, no, shit is still happening. There are things people still need to know. And it reminded me, don't give up. Keep going. Okay. It's a lot. It is. So check on people, you know, because I'm sure they need it. Okay. It's a lot, y'all. I love you. Don't forget, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed the trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, everybody. I'll see you this afternoon at 5 o'clock. I love you and have a beautiful and blessed day.